Okay, double honors to the elders and apostles of Good Milestone, show the one to the one-third Israelites also, which include the Judas children, the so-called Nikos, Latinos, and Indians who are still oppressed together, and Israelite foreigners, of course, according to the book of Jeremiah 50 and 33, but to whom the lay pertaining to adoption, the giving of the law, the promises, the glory, and the covenants, according to the book of Romans, chapter 9, if you don't know. Okay, and I did this lesson before, about 20 minutes or so, even, but of course, the file was not... wasn't working, so I have to do it again. That's no problem, but I will keep it short. It's unnecessary to keep it too long. It's not really useful at all. Today I was gathering coriander. Okay, what really goes on my nerves is when you do a video and it is really, really good, on point, detail, not too much, not it's crazy, man. Then you have to do it again, man. Okay. 8 surprising health benefits of coriander. Okay. So the reason why I gathered it is that it is one of the few plants, if not the only plant, that has omega-3. What is it? Let me translate. Omega-3 fatty acids, right? So omega-3 fatty acids. If you eat flesh or not, I'm vegan, but it can be different. Is in what you eat and what you drink hard to get, basically, So this is the good thing about eatable plants. You will have always, okay, vitamins straight from the earth, okay, the medicines out of the earth, like we can read it in scriptures, okay, as a flesh eater or not flesh eater, okay, it doesn't matter, right? So 8 surprising health benefits of coriander. Coriander is an herb that's commonly used to flavor international dishes. It comes from the Coriandrum sativum plant. It's related to parsley, carrots, and celery. In the United States, Coriandrum sativum seeds are called coriander, while its leaves are called cilantro, which you should know the word, at least in other parts of the world they're called coriander seeds and coriander leaves. The plant is also known as Chinese parsley. Many people use coriander in dishes like soups and salads, as well as Indian, Middle Eastern and Asian meals like curries and masalas. Coriander leaves are often used whole, whereas the seeds are used dried or ground to prevent confusion. This article refers to the specific parts of the Coriandrum sativum plant. Here are 8 impressive health benefits of coriander. Okay, so what wonders me the most is this tree of life, which we have in the kingdom, where you can basically heal everything with, which I try to provide already on this earth by gathering herbs. Somebody, and I just read the titles. I don't read everything because it's just a long ride. So point 1 may help. Point 1, okay, I just read the titles. I don't read everything. Point 1 may help lower blood sugar, okay. 2, which in immune boosting antioxidants, okay. Because this tree of life is, you better believe, rich, man, and people will see, oh, they don't just have UAP, spiritual power, things like that. They also have this tree of life, which is basically, every book together on this earth what you can study and more, and spiritual power in a form of a tree that gives you medicine for whatever you have, man. Okay, which is really impressive. Doesn't the scripture say that the kingdom starts with us, man? Okay, there you go, man. You will do greater things, in these last days. So you better believe that I can heal some people with what I gathered for what I have at home and what I study and so on, medicine and botanic, So in some cases it's not even, that useful for me to talk with people who study that in Esau or Jake's system, botanic or medicine. I did in the past, but because they don't have spiritual power like we have it, So that's really the difference, because I can heal people like they never would imagine, that they could, with plants, So plants and medicine is of course connected. Again, tree of life, kingdom, okay, bling bling, does it make sense? I hope so. let's go into these other benefits, and then we will go into some scriptures, precept after precept, because that's the only thing I can do after such a perfect video. Just come out with more precepts to make it better. So this video. 3. May benefit heart health. 4. May protect brain health. May promote digestion and gut health. May fight infections. May protect your skin. Easy to add to your diet. The bottom line, okay, we read that coriander is a fragrant antioxidant-rich herb that has many culinary uses and health benefits. It may help lower your blood sugar, fight infections, and promote hair, skin, brain, and digestive health. You can easily add coriander seeds to or leaves, sometimes known as cilantro, to your diet. Keep in mind that many of the above studies use concentrated extract, making it difficult to know how much coriander seeds or leaves you would need to eat to reap the same benefits. Okay, of course, I have sometimes overdose, I have sometimes self-experiments with all these plants and things like that, because I have much of that at home, after time, after studies, after study, And one thing I can say is it's a really difficult thing when it goes to medicine, and that's maybe also the reason why you have that high standard that they want to have in universities, when it comes to studying medicine, or I don't know about botanics, but at least about medicine. So things go not so easy with that, right? That's why I have to do self-experiments, I can't go in a laboratory, which I definitely don't need, and I don't need somebody to tell me, oh, you have to read this book, okay, and then we have to test you if you know this book. No, I have spiritual powers, I believe. Okay, I experienced that last week, I believe also, and I don't need a human being, which is an animal, which we are animals, okay. We are gods, of course, but at the same time animals. It's basically limited what we know and what we can see, and what's in our life, basically. So I don't need a human. I need Yahawah. Yahawah shows me, okay, you can use the plant like this, you can use it like that, you can do that and this and that, But sometimes he puts that light on, and sometimes he puts that light out. So when it's over your life, then it's over, and he's the one who basically, is the one who puts that light on and out, man. Just say it like that, man. And that's a heavy thing to understand, because there is really not an overdose, but actually it is. That's the hard thing about medicine and plants. How can I have an overdose? How can I go to the doctor because of an overdose of a plant that has certain vitamins that I need and that I was using? Okay, you see. So it sounds like it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense if you know that Yahawah has to put the light on and out, right? Okay, because you should know what you eat, and you should look for the exact things what you eat. Okay, you cannot just eat everything, especially as somebody who eats flesh. I believe you don't look as much as vegan people or vegetarian people, on maybe plants, because as a vegetarian there are different things, fish and stuff, and eggs that goes into difficulties between vegetarian and vegan people, what is eatable and what not as a vegetarian or vegan. I, for example, don't eat eggs also. Okay, for me it makes no sense to say, oh, I don't eat flesh, but I eat eggs and fish, it makes no sense. Okay, so don't be over righteous, overly wicked, and things like that. And I don't say you knowledge puffed up, right? So I don't say, oh, you're a flesh eater, you don't know about food and you don't look for things. I don't know, okay? But for myself, I can say that when I was eating flesh, I was not looking so far in the details about what I take and what I right? Just say it like that. Okay? Because you have many flesh eaters also saying, oh, as a vegan, you missing these kind of vitamins because you don't eat flesh. Yeah, I can, but actually, I believe that if somebody says it to me, I believe that this guy is not really knowing what he's talking about, because, for example, vitamin B12, okay, most likely he can't even say how vitamin B12, how he consumes vitamin B12, when this is one of the most important vitamins what you can basically do to your body on this whole planet, man. Okay, so how can somebody then come to me in first sentence, oh, as a vegan people or vegan vegetarian, we list that vitamin, when I do it actually, okay, it's the only chemical thing what I have at home. The rest is only plants at home, you know. What I do buy on the internet, because I know that vitamin B12 is the most important vitamin for me as a vegan. Okay, so I know that I take it in the correct, doses, you know, in the correct, how it should be for your body, you know. Depends on your weight and stuff, you know. But for example, as a adult person, you know, I know how I take it, when I take it, and that I have to take it. So if somebody comes up here, somebody who eats flesh and says, oh, you miss vitamin B12 because you are vegan, I'm actually doing better on vitamin B12 than him, and doing more professional on the whole matter. Okay, so you see, so it's all about working out your own salvation, working out your own studies, working out your own experience with what you learned, what you want to learn, what you want to know. Okay, but I believe it's also about spiritual power, what you should believe as a hopeful elect, of course, you know. So if I talk with somebody who studies medicine or botanics, you know, he can tell me different stuff, but in the end, you know, he can't heal people like I will do, you know, just because of what I can give people at home, or you know, when I'm somewhere traveling, you know. So let's go real quick into some scriptures now. It's in the book of Revelation. Just looking for it. Here, 12, Revelation 22 and 2. In the midst of the street of it, okay, we have golden streets, we have UAPs, which are UFOs, if you're not so up to date with modern day terms. Okay, spiritual power, okay, woman, you know, whatever. But this is a main part of it, you know, medicine for these heathens, or basically for the people, that they can see that it doesn't matter what you have, you know, we will heal it basically with our tree, man. Basically, is, you know, in the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits. Okay, so it's about the fruits of the tree, and yielded her fruit every month, and the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations, you see. So these people will know that we are the doctors of the doctors, man. Okay, so how can a doctor of the doctor talk with somebody who studies that in this corrupt earth, man, when the plants are even corrupt, man, when you, you know, where you gather that stuff, man. Okay. Like, for example, they do certain tests in laboratories and so on. You know, I don't need to do that, because with spiritual power, you don't have to do much things that these people have to do, you know. Like, for example, you have to go to the doctor, okay, to receive some medicine, what is not even most likely the correct thing for what you have, and then it has side effects also, and then it's chemical also, and then this, and then that, and then this, and then that, okay? But if we go into the topic of spiritual powers, it will be just the case that you have to go to this tree or to some quarter somewhere or whatever, you know. Maybe there's a telephone in this time, I don't know. But maybe it will be mind communication. We will see. But you just have to go there, and then you will get one fruit, and all your sickness is healed all of a sudden, and you are the perfect healing again, you know. You know, just making a little bit fun, but you know what I mean, okay? And you are healed again, man. Okay? And that's really beautiful. Let's go into the next one. Let's go into the next one. And if this video also lags, man, you know, so I can't upload it, man, you know, so lucky for that, of course, then, man, but I can change it really, and I will do it in some different way, man. Ecclesiasticus 38 and 4. The Lord Yahawashi had created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. And with this, we can go to the next scripture. Precept upon precept, line upon line. Here a little, there a little, right? You should know that verse, that sentence. Okay, overly wise. Because this comes with all that, man. Be not overly righteous, overly wicked, overly wise. Okay, and for example, I have more plants at home. If I eat all of that in 1 hour or so, you know, it would be basically a sign to Yahawah that I want to die, man. Okay, that's not good. Okay, so don't be overly, you know, in that kind of. That's the next scripture where we're going. We'll quote this: Ecclesiastes 7:60. Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise, but should destroy thyself. You know, basically, he that loveth danger, right? He that that's a funny scripture, man, and not so funny, you know, but it reminds me of what I'm doing. Loveth danger shall perish therein, man. Okay. Oh, you are the one who wants to be in danger every time, you know. You trying to be cool or so, you know. You whatever it is, man. Okay. You love danger, and you want to you know, test basically Yahawah, you know, but he's the one who's testing you, man. So be careful what you do. Ecclesiasticus 3 and 26. Now stop and not prefer evil at last, and he that loveth danger. Okay, you see, he that loveth danger shall perish therein, man. Okay, so I hope that I'm not the one who loves danger, man. Okay, you better fear that white throne, man. Okay, of judgment, man. Okay. So with that, you know, all praise to Yahawah, Hasham, Hasham, Kariash, Bagata. And all praise to Yahawah, Hasham, Thawadah, Yahawah, Hasham, Kariash, Bagata. Okay, I will close it here. Okay. As I said, I do experiments, but first I need to stop with them. Again, the hours and light, darkness. Okay, Satan is an agent of the Most High, you know, so it all is connected, man. Botanics, medicine, botanics. Isaiah 45 and 7, I form the light and create darkness, I make peace and create evil, I the Lord Yahawashi shall do all these things. Then go, you know, different scriptures. And what I said in my last video, what is really important thing to this, I believe the UAPs, again the UFOs, if you're not really up to date with the terms, okay, you know, it basically, the UAPs are also there to hurt you, but also to heal you, I believe, because I, again, as I said, was experiencing something last week, but I can't explain, and I was thinking that some UAPs around here using some radiation to heal me, basically, okay, or give me certain dogs or whatever, you know, but I still can't explain where the radiation came from, man. Okay, it was no weapon from Russia or from Mauro or whatever, no, man. Okay. Psalm 68 and 17, the chariots of God are 20,000, you know, of the powers, even thousands of angels, the Lord is among them, as seen in the holy place. Okay, just like if you see a police car, for example, it's not really the police, it's basically Yahawashi using the police, man. Okay, just like he uses criminals, just like he can use everything, you know, so really you have to read choke, man, to understand what an agent really is, man, okay. He made Satan, basically, so you can't really understand who Satan is and what Satan is, because he made him, okay, basically as a you know, trickery, so you would never understand who Satan really is, you know, because he made him and he is the one who's using him, and you know, like this nation said, you know, power, it's a terrible demon like power, you know, they said it about Yahawashi, because, you know, he's Satan basically, you know. So let me end it right there. This is not so long, hopefully. So all praises to Yahawashi and Hasham.